First, I want to say shout out to Mrs. Newman for leaving this comment. Thank you for interacting with my posts. I appreciate that so much. Sis, can I call you sis? Sis, this is a whole word right here. This comment right here, this is a whole word because we don't ask ourselves enough. And maybe we ask the question, but we don't take our answer serious. We ask ourselves, man, what am I doing with my life? What would I like to do? What would I really like to do? What would I do for free? And we kind of shove it in the back of our minds because it may not be socially acceptable. It may not be glamorous. And I think that's a lot of what I did. I I knew what I wanted to do. I've always known what I wanted to do. I'm a creative at heart. I've always been that. Whether it be creating music, whether it be creating art of some form, whether it be building something or working in a garden, I've always been more so of a creative, more so of an earthy type person. But I would run into people in my life that would tell me or call me lame for being interested in certain things. Like they had this idea of how I should be. And when they met me and they would talk to me, they would realize that I'm not the person that they thought I was. And then I would get the label of being lame or boring or just like that I wasn't doing enough. So then I tried to kind of overcompensate for those things. I started to try to be more like everybody else. And what that does is, what it did was it kind of made me lose myself in the process. So, um, going to college for nursing, I knew that I wanted to help people. I knew that I wanted to make an impact and help people to feel better, but I didn't really know in what aspect. And expecting an 18-year-old to know those kind of things fresh out of high school is insane to me. I've always been really good in school, had really good grades, but when it came to taking the ACT and all that, I waited to the very last minute, and I only took it twice. And once I scored high enough to get into the college I wanted to get into, that was it for me. I probably could have went further and applied to scholarships and done way more, but my goal was to get a job making enough money to pay for studio time. That was my goal. And it made so much sense to me back then that I worked so hard. I got into nursing school early and took double the amount of classes so I could hurry up and finish school. And all it did was lead to burnout. It led to burnout. I got into nursing school early, and by the time I made it to my first level of clinical, I realized that yeah, I can pass the grades, but I don't think working in a hospital is for me. I would leave clinical and not want to use my hands. Like I was disgusted with the work that I had to do. And I was really looking for a way out. And honestly, when you're looking for a way out, you start kind of grabbing for straws and you'll pull at and go after anything to try to get out of a bad situation. And I thought to myself, okay, I'm talking to this guy. I think he likes me. I think I like him enough. I think if I don't be a nurse, I would love to be a mom. So I tried being a mom. Not even realize how permanent being a mom is. I just thought, man, I would be a great mom. I want to love someone. I want to help build up an individual. I feel like I feel like I could create a great human being. And I realized the more that I look back over my life, a lot of the things that I gravitate towards naturally involve me being a creator. And I know that's such a like buzzword right now in today's time because a lot of people are creators. They are content. When someone thinks a creator, they think content creator. But when I say creator, I mean a creator of many things, a creator of whatever the Lord puts on my heart to create for today. Um, I love to bake. I like to create treats, things that make people happy, sweet things. I like to bring good, and I like to make people feel good, and I'm good at that. And I think sitting in front of a desk, working in accounting, was an amazing opportunity for me to learn how business works and how money flows. And I learned and I realized that money is a tool that rich people and people who have money use to accomplish a goal. It is not the end all be all. It is not what life is about. Money is used to help us accomplish the end goal. And so, with that being said, I'm done sitting in front of a desk, wasting my potential, making someone else and their family richer than they already are when I have my own legacy to build wealth for. Again, thank you, Mrs. Newman, for leaving this comment. See y'all later.